Sup peoples, and welcome back. I don't know why it would be a welcome, kind of just a welcome back with this one to the last video on this channel. So I disappeared 4 months ago and I wanted to explain why. Basically, Writing with Ash was started when I was 18 and I did not have much going on in my life. I kind of just spent all of my free time in my bedroom filming and writing, and then that just slowly changed over the course of, especially I'd say, the last year. Last summer I started cosplaying, and I also kind of started having other hobbies. I got into Formula One, I started posting about that, I started posting about the cosplays, I made Tumblr blogs where I analyzed things, I started making AMVs and edits and all of these other things, and I discovered that I love content creation so much, and I'll forever be grateful to this channel for being where I learned to do that. My earliest videos are still up and they will remain up. I'm not going to take anything down. It will all still be here, but I don't think I'm going to be adding to this specific archive anymore, because at the same time that I was discovering that I truly did love content creation and I wanted to do this just in any form that I could, I was also struggling with writing motivation. I have not written very much of my personal projects these last maybe a year or two. I did finish a project, which was a really big deal, and I still want to do something with that, but I just don't have the funds right now to take that next step. And so it kind of got put on the back burner until I'm at a place where I have the spare money. Initially, my savings were going to go towards that, but I actually met somebody about, coincidentally, about 4 months ago. They're wonderful. I love them so much. It's honestly been a life-changing experience for somebody who was really disillusioned about meeting somebody and pretty much ready to pack it up and give up on that, even though I'm young, but I just had some, bad luck, and that was my only experiences, was kind of bad luck. I guess the luck turned around, and literally the day I was deciding to delete all my dating apps, I ended up meeting somebody that I really, I'm a dating app success story. We both cringe when we say that, but in a happy smiley way. I love them so much, and I've I want to put my saving towards moving in with them. And I know 4 months is not a long time, but I can't explain other than it feels like I've known this person for multiple lifetimes. They made me believe in soulmates, if I didn't kind of already. I'm not going to gush about them too much. If you want more details, I'm happy to, but that would be more like Patreon content. I'm not going to go into crazy detail here. This is kind of supposed to be a quick explanation of what happened, because I know that some of my later videos were a little bit about how I was struggling to write and I didn't really have motivation and I kind of lost my spark. Looking back, I realized I was kind of depressed-ish for maybe the early bit of this year of 2026. Maybe early 2026 me was not doing great. I'm not exactly sure why that was, but I'm sure there's a bunch of factors. I'm still kind of figuring it out, but the long story is I feel much better now. I think part of that is having somebody to talk to about things and just spend time with. I think that part of that is putting less pressure on myself to always be super productive. I think that having Writing with Ash as a channel was very fun and really helped me, but also as I fell out of love with making educational content and I just stopped having things that I felt like I could teach on, I kind of ran out of video ideas. I started to stress out because I wasn't putting out enough content, and the content I was putting out wasn't doing well, and I started to stress about it, and the thing that I was finding joy in became a chore. And so stepping away from it and not putting any pressure on myself content wise for a little while has made me come back to content now with I'm just gonna do what I love doing. And I do love making videos very, very much, but I don't think that being an educator is maybe what I should have started with. I watched a lot of how to become an influencer videos because I didn't want a normal 9 to 5. I wanted something creative, and that ended up leading me into this weird place where I was trying to build a business based off of educating, because that's what these people told me to do, these influencer gurus, and I think I was okay at it, and I do think I stand by a lot of what I said in all of those videos, and I think that a lot of it is good advice, but I didn't creatively enjoy making them. It always kind of felt like I had to, because those were the videos that did well. What I really started this channel to do was vlogs, and I still want to do vlogs, and I still do make vlogs. I just haven't been posting them here because they've been cosplay vlogs, because last year I got really into cosplay, and this year it's become my obsession. I have gone to multiple conventions. I'm planning another one. I have a full cosplay TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube now. Check out Short Hair Cosplay. It's one one word. On all the socials, it's the same thing. And that's kind of where I've dedicated my attention, because I do still love making content, but I'm not writing as much as I used to. Don't really want to educate on it. And while I still want to be an author, I think that, especially since I want to be a comic writer, I need to be able to pay an artist. And for that, I need to have another income stream already. And that's just not realistic for me. I still really, really want to publish the short series that I wrote earlier this year. I still stand by it. I think it's really good. I really am excited to share it with everybody, but I can't yet. And I need to like make more money before I can do that. So right now my attention has kind of been going into short hair cosplay because it's things I was doing anyway. Plus I don't have to educate. It's really just me cataloging cosplays I'm doing, which is very fun. And I really enjoy making that content. It's allowed me to be a little bit more chaotic. I just give myself less rules with it, kind of. I'm just having fun. You know, I can do a silly lip sync here and there, and that's enough. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, check out those socials. I post almost every day over there, but I do think that's kind of replaced writing with Ash for me, just because I don't do this as much anymore. I still want to be an author. I still want to be a writer. I still am a writer, but I'm busier now. You know, I have more of a job. I spend my weekends with my person instead of sitting in my room filming writing vlogs. I've been struggling a little bit more with writing, I think, because this is going to sound counterintuitive. The better at it I get, the higher standard I hold myself to, and the more I overthink it. It's like the better I've gotten at writing, the harder it's been for me to write because I overthink it more, because I know that I can write well. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but I was forcing myself to do it and it was feeling bad, so I decided to take a break for a little bit. Not for too long. It's probably only been a few months that I haven't written anything, and I'm sure I'll get back to it. I already kind of miss it. I don't know if I'm going to do it regularly enough to be posting regularly about it. And the algorithm, unfortunately, only wants your videos if you can post them consistently and they are search friendly and they're trendy and all of those things. And it's just really not realistic for me to do that with writing anymore, because I don't churn it out the way I used to when I was like younger and had nothing going on. So now all of my writing content, when I do make it, it'll just be when I feel like writing and not when the algorithm demands it of me. And it will be over on my Patreon. I do have a Patreon. It is $10 a month and you get access to our patrons only Discord where you can chat with me and our other patrons. You get one monthly video just that you guys all get to decide what it's about by member vote. And then I'm also going to start throwing in extra bonus behind the scenes videos, which will be like cos tests, makeup trials. I'm gonna throw in vlogs if I like, I don't know, like go do something, so like behind the scenes kind of content. I'm also going to put any writing stuff that I do over there because, well, one, the Patreon is currently filled with people from here, aka one person from here, and that's it. Also, I feel like that's a little bit more, I can be a little bit more free with information about my projects on Patreon because I'm less worried about like people skimming through and stealing my ideas. You know, they'd have to like actually pay to get access. And I guess you can be inspired by my story for $10. Don't steal it though, please. But yeah, so all of that will be on my Patreon, and then you're welcome to follow me on Short Hair Cosplay if you just want to see me making content about stuff. And I know that a lot of you came here from my What Writers Can Learn From videos, and all the shows that I like to talk about in those videos, I now like to cosplay. So it kind of overlaps. Follow me, please. I need followers. I want to make money. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to come on here and explain what happened and that it was positive and not negative. It wasn't like, oh, Ada got weirdly sad and lost her spark and then vanished off the face of the earth and never posted again. I want you to know that my creative endeavors just took a turn and became outfits I wear. And also, you know, I'm growing up. I'm going to be forever eternally grateful to this channel for teaching me about content creation and for kind of being my first like way to express myself like this and being my testing ground for a bunch of ideas. It was really fun. I loved it. And all of these videos are going to stay up. None of them are going to be taken down. But, you know, I am like, I started this when I was 18. I'm almost 22 now. I feel like a very different person. I've been through some stuff. That sounds so dramatic. I've been through some relationships. I've had some adult relationships for the first time in my life. And that changes a person a little bit, you know? I had to grow up a bit. And I feel like I've turned turned into a different person, but that I like this person more. They're a little more sure of themselves. They want a mullet. They're gonna go to a goth night, you know? I'm excited about this new person. And they're gonna go to that goth night really overdressed, and they're not gonna care. And I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that, but it is slightly different, and I think that the cosplay channel has been like a nice little fresh start where I can just be current me and not feel like I have to like adhere to these rules that I set for myself before. So yeah, that's my ramble, and thank you for your support these last like 3-4 years. It has really meant the world. This channel was such like a godsend to me because it made me realize how much I love making content and that I'm pretty good at it, even if I'm not good at being consistent with it. And I'm very excited to see where the future of content creation leads for me. Like I said, everything will stay up. So if you like any of these videos, they're all gonna stay here. This whole channel is gonna stay. It's not gonna vanish off the face of the earth tomorrow or anything. Unless something happens to the earth, you know, then I can't make any promises. You can find me on other places now. Thank you for your support, and I guess that's me signing off. I don't know how to end this video because it actually is the end. It's not like see you next time. It's like see you if you go follow me somewhere else and where I post different things. It's kind of sad, but I'm also excited for the next chapter. I'll see you then, partner. No, that's not how we're ending the video. I'm so sorry, except it is because I don't know what else to say.